Portrait blanket in the world, the face of South Africa's former president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, immortalized in wool, combined from thousands of blankets from all over the world to cover more than 7,000 square meters. This, of course, is big enough to see from outer space. So today, the project by non-profit organization 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day will descend on the Zonderwater Maximum Correctional Centre in Cullinan. For more on this, let us say good morning to our morning live producer Desiree Chauke, who is at the present for us this morning. Des, good morning to you.
A very good morning, Balesa, and good morning to all of our viewers. Coming to you from quite a chilly Cullinan. Kind of makes you feel like you're in Cape Town, but we'll make do. And I'm joined by Carolyn Steyn, the initiator of this amazing project, 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela. A very good morning to you, Carolyn.
Good morning on this freezing morning.
You wouldn't expect it
my
for
toes
Pretoria,
are
would
falling
you?
off. But I do know that this afternoon is going to be hot. That's why I'm wearing sandals and a cool dress.
So it will get warmer.
Yeah.
An amazing project. Just to remind our viewers about the origins of 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela.
Well, it started 4 years ago, light-hearted banter with Zelda, Madiba's PA, challenging me to make 67 blankets for Mandela Day 2014. We've gotten 3 Guinness World Records. We have distributed not 67 blankets around South Africa, but over 40,000 blankets. Yeah. So it's just snowballed into what some are calling a movement.
The question that people ask regularly is, what's the benefit of this?
Well, I think the benefit is twofold. Obviously, we make blankets for people that don't have blankets, people that need warmth in the cold winter months. But another beautiful thing is happening. We are knitting our lives together. People from all walks of life come together through bright, warm, colourful thread. And we're talking to each other, we're engaging with each other. And so this is very, very exciting today for us.
And in the process, you're also garnering records, the Guinness record you're saying, and now today this face that's going to be seen from satellite. I don't know if our viewers can see, our cameras can zoom onto the plastic on the ground, 7,000 square meters of blanket.
Well, actually it's over 8,000 square meters. That is bigger than a rugby field. So basically underneath all this plastic is thousands of blankets in grey, black and the colours of our flag, and put together in the right order from the sky and from outer space. We have not 1, not 2, but 3 satellites documenting this historical blanket, the largest portrait blanket in the world, depicting the face of our beloved Nelson Mandela.
You're only going to unveil it later, but obviously you've seen it. Take us through process. How did you go about putting that face? Did you have to use artists? What happened?
Well, I have a wonderful assistant by the name of Yaku, who designed it with the pixels, and then we engaged with thousands of South Africans. I mean, all over South Africa, people have been crocheting in grey and black. People in India, in the United States, in England have been making these blankets. South Africa ran out of grey wool twice last year. People have been working on this project for over a year to this day, and the day has arrived. So school children, people in old-aged homes, people in church communities, the Johannesburg Society for the Blind, and inmates, prisoners all around South Africa have contributed to this project. We, as a nation, we talk about knitting ourselves together, knitting our nation together, and more than that, knitting nations together, because India's joined with this project. They made hundreds of the black blankets for us.
And how did you decide to work with the Department of Correctional Services?
Well, it happened 4 years ago. We signed a partnership with the National Commissioner because at the time I thought, how do we get more blankets? And I know that inmates have got time on their hands. And it's a beautiful thing that happened because they talk about knitting together their broken lives, knitting together broken trusts with 67 blankets for Nelson Mandela Day. They're finding their humanity again. It's giving them a sense of worth, of being able to contribute to the communities on the outside that have been affected by crime, poverty and violence.
So what's going to happen today?
So today we are going to unveil the largest portrait blanket in the world depicting the face of our beloved Tata Madiba.
And there's an event to go with it. What can we expect there?
Wonderful stuff, entertainment. We've got Tumishu Masha. You know, he's the first South African to have played Mandela in an international film, and he's been nominated for a big award in Harlem next week. So he's with us today. He's our MC. We've got Craig O'Barney. My godchild Ella is going to be performing. Yeah. She wrote this beautiful anthem for 67 Blankets. She's going to be performing with the inmates. Yeah. They've been working together. We've got Vota Kellerman, Timothy Malloy, Angela Killian, you know, and John Adams, the artist.
So when the blanket gets unveiled,
yes,
where is it going to be seen?
From outer space. And MCC Aviation is flying with a helicopter. You know, this is a no-fly zone, so we had to really work hard on getting the permissions. Yeah. So we really appreciate the partnership that we have with the Department of Correctional Services. It's been quite incredible.
Well, Carolyn, thank you so much for talking to us. Carolyn is the founder of 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela, and an amazing project. And later on, we'll be talking to the Minister of Correctional Services to tell us about their partnership with Carolyn and her organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll take a break and go back to Joburg.